Good?
Good.
Say action.
Action. It is beautiful. Three eggs going for today. Let's check out this one. Ooh. Getting smoky. How do you feel about your chances for winning tomorrow, Aaron?
See how these cooks go?
Yeah, this is true. Technically, you're getting paid to do this too, and Damian's just doing his free time.
Are you filming this? Really nicely. And then I'm just kind of pushing it together to kind of pump the meat up to get it away from the sides.
Okay.
You can also take a rib rack and put it underneath it, so it kind of helps.
Angle it up.
Yeah. But I'm just gonna roll with this for now. Should be good. All right, so now we're at the point where we're ready to wrap one of the briskets, and I just want to kind of show you guys the difference between a brisket that's ready to wrap and one that's not. You can go off temperature, but really it's a lot of it's in the look, and you'll kind of see here in a minute. So I'll show you the one that's ready to wrap first. It'll make the most sense that way. This one, you can see from where it started to where it's kind of ended at this point. It's really nice and tight, so everything's kind of shrunk up. Temperature is about 165, which is about right. That's usually where it is when it's ready for the wrap. The bark development on it's really nice too. And then I'll kind of show you, I can't remember which one was looking better. Let's actually do this one at the end. This one I think was the furthest away, but it's the second one we had on. So you can kind of see it's still kind of leaned out. It's starting to tighten up. The bark development's pretty solid. It's got a few spots where it can be improved, but you know, it's just not quite ready. It's one of those kind of feel things that you kind of learn. So I'll show you kind of my basic process for wrapping. I'm gonna use some butcher paper. I got some fat, and we'll just pull this off, throw it on the paper. Try not to make too big a mess. Yeah. All right. So basically I had this big old vat of fat. This is actually left over from a previous brisket cook I did. It was a prime brisket. And this is just all the goodness that kind of separated out at the bottom of the pan that I saved. So I'm just gonna kind of coat the paper in this, and this is really gonna help keep everything moist on the inside. The paper is gonna help it breathe so that it still continues to develop that nice bark that we like on the outside of brisket. I'll put a little over top. Sometimes you can hit it with a little more seasoning. You can kind of taste the meat, kind of lick your finger, kind of see where it's at. You know, you really wanna watch for the saltiness, if anything. But that's basically all I got for you, Johnny, other than wrapping this bad boy up. So I'm gonna make a huge mess with this grease, and then we'll wrap it up like a present and put it back on the egg. Pretty simple. And then when I put this back in, I'm probably gonna do it, I don't know. Honestly, can't remember. This is some featured content right here. That's perfect. Probably just do this fat side down. I think that's how we're supposed to do it. And then probably get another, let me get my paper back here. This butcher paper is not very wide. You can get one that's a little bit wider so that you can get it in kind of one fell swoop. This is perfect for ribs, but for brisket, Big Green Egg needs to step it up and get us some bigger paper, man. Yeah, it's like when you want to roll those 6 paper joints. This is terrible. Just trying to remember which side is fat side down now. That should be good. So. I think that was fat side. What's up, buddy? All right. Don't get that on camera. Kevin could be watching this. It's good. It's a good idea, Johnny. All right, so wrap it back up and we'll check on it in a couple hours, see where it's at temperature-wise, and then probably after that, I'm just gonna throw it in a pan and foil it and kind of let it rest, do its thing. Because again, we're not trying to make competition brisket, we're just trying to do something that's nice and tender that I can chop, make a bunch of sandwiches for a big charity event, so it should be a good time.
We're trying to get tokens for whatever one you like more, but we'll pick that one up to go for you, okay?
Look at this.
I'm gonna meet Squeeze, dude. Oh, Brian. How are you?
Oh, this one's even nicer than the first.
That's good. We got 3 orders.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna pull, dude.
What do I do? Cheers?
Put that on a crack.
Well, no, so it's a $5 donation and you actually get one of each.
Hold up a big chunk of
And
sauce.
you can just donate right here,
Do like the
and then take a token. And whatever
people aren't gonna like to see that.
better, there's actually some boxes that are face kind of over there. I just need
Hang on.
these team discs.
Hey, Aaron Frank here, winner of the 2022 Slider Challenge. Hey, I just got a little bland. We're going to pour some up real quick. There we go. Cheers, fellas and ladies.